All right, welcome back here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Nick Sturdivant. Some big news, exciting news, a big weekend. Not only is it going to be warm, I know you guys are going to be out and about, but you want to go inside because it's a big event happening on UNC-Charlotte's campus. So a new film, Devil in a Sundress, is premiering right here in Charlotte this weekend. It's a psychological thriller about obsession, deception, and the cost of trusting the wrong heart. Really interesting. I got a chance to check out the trailer. It blurs the line between beauty and danger, innocence and manipulation through moody cinematography and deliberate pacing. The producer and director crafted a world where nothing is quite what it seems. Very interesting film from the trailer. Again, it premieres at UNC-Charlotte, on the campus of UNC-Charlotte, and we got the crew here. We got the guys here. We were, getting ready for the interview. I asked them if they were excited, if they were nervous. They seem like they cool, calm, and collected. I don't see anybody sweating right now. So let me.
We're natural.
So we got Tunde Sobowale, producer and director, Andy Roberts, production manager, and we have Solomon Amanji, lead actor.
Yep,
Man.
And it's Solomon Amaning.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
I am also an actor in the film.
I was about to say, I thought I saw you. That was one of my questions. I was like, wait, Andy, were you in the film? You were the judge, right?
Yeah, I'm the judge.
Okay. You got to check out the trailer. Apologies about the last name. Yeah, I try here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna ask y'all again. How are y'all feeling? The premiere is tomorrow. Y'all are cool as cucumbers right now. I don't see a beat of sweat. I'm looking hard right now. Solomon's sweating a little bit.
You got me.
But overall, y'all seem cool. How are y'all feeling?
Yeah, we are very excited. We are not new in the game. We know what's going on. And we have a lot of fans in Charlotte who are really excited about this movie, and they're waiting to see the movie. And we've received calls. Our YouTube is blowing up, and we're here. Excited also to push this out, also to kind of create opportunities and chances for other people to come in and see, and also connect with us. It's a beautiful movie, very impactful, great stories, and for the city of Charlotte, because we love the city and we want us to strive just like other big city in production, and we want things to happen in Charlotte, and we're making it happen.
What does it mean to have a film premiere in Charlotte? Because you think about Atlanta's not far away from here. LA is always, I'm thinking about the Oscars. That obviously that recently happened. Everything it seems like happens in LA, but Charlotte, you don't hear about. At least I don't. A film premiering in Charlotte every day. What does that mean?
I mean, Charlotte is beautiful, and things are really happening. It's just that, probably we're too quiet. It's time to actually start speaking up and blowing up the beauty of Charlotte and the things that we can do. I know big films comes in to shoot quietly and leave, but we Charlotteans, we want to make more noise, right? We want to tell people that things are happening here. We're doing African American movie at its best, great stories, and we really want people to come into Charlotte and partner with us, and let's do things together. Solomon?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm actually one of few Charlotte natives, so born and raised here. Piedmont IB Middle School for middle school, East Mac for high school, and still staying around in the hometown. I've loved the development that I've seen over time, and just to be able to follow my passion of acting and be able to do that here in Charlotte. I mean, it means the world to me. Just it's great to be able to have friends and family around, support me, pour into me, and just to be able to kind of continue to build this acting community here in Charlotte.
What is the film about? Because I laid it out. I was mysterious about it because I love a good thriller, and I think that's the best things about thrillers. When you watch the trailer and you're like, okay, what is this about? But this is intriguing. What's the film about?
Yes, please.
This one. And I'll go back and talk about some of the other films that are taking place here that Tunde pointed out that we don't know about because they're in and out. This film, I'm going to say without giving it away.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of things about greed. Tunde usually has a message in all of his movies and the characters, what they portray. So I think if you were to have a talk back, a discussion about it, it'll become very apparent once you've seen the movie. But I'm not going to give that away, but I'll let you do the over-the-top stuff.
All right. I'm the writer, I'm the producer, but I have Solomon here who did the lead. He read through the script, and maybe you want to say something about it.
Yeah. So when I first got the script, just meeting Tunde recently, working on a previous project, Silent Murmur, and I was really excited just to get this opportunity to take a look and dive into the world of David. And as I started to read through the script, I saw how, again, that mystery was woven in, that big theme of greed, deceit, and understanding that ultimately truth will always prevail. Truth will always prevail. That's really going to be the key here. And so what really caught my attention was just that aspect of being able to tell that story of how we can get caught up in the flashy things from time to time. We can often, be misled by people who may make us think that they believe in the greater good. That's not how things always work out. And so just kind of working through that and learning how this lesson can be applied to everyone's life, which is really a big part for me and why I wanted to be a part of this project.
It was hard to tell by the trailer. I was like, who do I want to root for? I'm like, am I rooting for? I'm like, by the end of the trailer, I'm conflicted because I'm like, I don't know if I like either of these people from the trailer. That's why I'm like, I got to watch this film. Talk about the process of making it. What were the days like? How long did it take to film it? What was that like?
Production is really tricky. A lot of planning is put into production. It's good when people sit and watch the end product, but the effort is really tremendous. A lot of planning, like I mentioned. It took us about 3 to 4 months to put this together because we did pre-production, we did production and post-production. And during the pre-production, that's the most important. Because we want to get your people down, get the costumes, the props, the location, and also make sure that they understand their line and the chemistry between actors. And all those has to really, really be at the top notch before you move into production itself. And then also reaching out to people, talking to your production manager. It takes a lot, but at the end, the beauty is that you see what your efforts, the product of your efforts, right? And when you sit in post-production and you see the beauty of what you have done, that really keeps you going, And I'm very excited about this movie because a lot is put in, and I guess, I'm excited, really. I'm happy that at the end of the day, we're able to push this out, or we want people to come and see it.
What is the appetite like for filmmaking here in Charlotte, right? North Carolina, the Carolinas are no strangers for productions and films being shot here. But what's the appetite like now? Because I always say Charlotte is the area is a very creative city. Yeah. But is there a strong appetite for filmmaking?
I believe so. We're gradually seeing more cinema take place, being filmed here, produced here locally. For example, this is going back some years ago. We've had, you might remember a movie called Shallow Hal. That was shot here, and if you go down on Tryon, you'll see some of the landmarks, buildings that were in background for the film. There's a lot. You can just research as many as you can, but I think overall the appetite is great. I can tell you that we're finding more quality cast and crew. By the way, our cast was wonderful, and it was great working with both of these folks. We've really become a family more than so. But I think if you really take a good look, you'll see a lot of activity in terms of movies coming and more cinema. To illustrate that, outside of the film production piece, you have a lot of community theater here too. Hundreds that you may not know about. The MTA Awards, the Metrolina Theater Association, for example, has a lot of stock, and a lot of those actors participating in those participate in some of the movies here locally. When Sydney Sweeney shot a lot of her biopic about Chrissy Martin, it's done here.
I did not know that. Oh, okay.
In fact, I was an extra in that particular one as a emergency room doctor. So, yeah.
Wow. How do you think about, okay, I'm focused on promoting this film, the premiere, but also balance what's next? Because obviously, like, you know, you're creative. Y'all want to do more films. Y'all want to do just more. But how do you stay in the moment, but also think about, okay, what's next?
Well, you know, there's always passion driving these, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think they have talent.
Say that louder for the people in the back.
I'll just spot that. You're on your own.
And they jump into this. They jump into this. This is blood and sweat, my brother.
Yeah.
They jump into these production things, and then, you know, I've seen young people coming to me and say, "Oh, hey, Director T, I can do this. I need to pay my bills," you know. But the thing is, I said to people, look, you need to separate talent from gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might have the talent, you don't have the gift to continue. Continuity is very important, you know.
Yeah.
And I've been in the game for so many years. We've really put in effort and my time. And we're not backing down. You know, our next level is actually focusing on series on YouTube, and the title is called Judgment, and we have 13 episodes in place. Judgment is a story around how the correctional system is really messed up, and we're looking at a way where we could use films to really push that out. Because for me, I felt that sending young people to jail, for example, and then they come out, I don't see any different, right? I mean, there are other ways, other alternatives that we could come up with as a society to help juveniles who are continually going back into crime, right? So Judgment is kind of scripted in a way where we could really help. Wow. Can we build up a mentorship program where it's going to be like a one-on-one, you know, people who have experienced that and they're out of, you know, the situation and they make really, really good things out of life. They could really mentor people, because young people who go to prison, I felt that they're lonely and they don't have mentorship. And those that have come across, that's the same story, right? So we're using Judgment to kind of, you know, create awareness and see if that can also reach out to leadership and see how we could use that series to discuss better ways to, you know, help juveniles who are continually going back to crime.
And you're meeting them where they're at, right? Because what are young people on? Even us, we on the phone, and they can watch this. I mean, you can watch anything on your phone. I'm just, that's super creative.
Yeah, the recidivism rate is extremely high. We like to put another spin on it, if you will, to focus in on some of the underlying causes and to really go deeper, and perhaps we can learn some lessons from what we learned.
Yep.
Solomon, you're from here. Man, what did your family say? What I like it, and did they have they seen it yet, or did they get a sneak peek? I know they saw the trailer, but
So they've only seen the trailer.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So this is gonna be fresh for them as well. So I know they're excited. They're definitely excited. Again, like I said, that middle school, Piedmont, East Meck, shout outs to them. Like I said, that's kind of where I kind of got my career started with musical theater. And so this is my first feature film.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I think they're excited for me just jumping back into my passion, you know, and releasing some of those gifts that they know that I have within me that I haven't really been able to show the world. So that's why I have to thank Tunde thank Andy for just giving me this opportunity again to be able to showcase my talent. And again, going back to that question of thinking about now, but also looking forward to the future, I think the key is really just using this as a learning experience. It's a moment where I get to showcase my talent, get to learn from other actors and actresses that were in the film. Gigi Noth, just my co-star, and many of the other actors and actresses. We talked a lot in this process as we went through rehearsals, whether we were on set or we were on Zoom calls at home. We were able to kind of build some relationships, learn from each other, share feedback. And so just through this whole process, I think everybody's just been very excited. Very excited.
Brother, I'll tell you this. I obviously I just met you here 15 whatever minutes ago. I'm like, is that the same dude? You really lost yourself from watching this trailer. So congratulations, because I was like, this is a totally. I mean, that's the point of. But I was like, wait, is that the same dude? Because there's some movies out there where you're like, oh man, I hate to call him out. Will Smith playing Will Smith. Right. Or like, man, that's like if we want to talk about it, I love one battle after another, right? But I was like, that's Tiana Taylor playing Tiana Taylor.
Right.
And I didn't see anybody else. But I was like, man, is that Solomon? Is that Solomon? Is it
I appreciate that.
I think, Solomon has done such a great job. I actually started calling him David. That's his character. Hey, David. What, man? But that was it was a lot of fun. It's very talented. I don't know if we can name everyone.
You could try.
But
You could try.
You got to come and see the movie, then you can see all the names of the credits. That's how
because you don't want to, skip anyone. Toy, Akila. Let's see, there was Price, Alicia Price.
Yeah.
Price, Marcus Looney,
Alan Martin.
Yeah.
All of these are fantastic actors.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, well done.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. If you will continue to I don't want to cut you.
I'm already in trouble.
I take the blame. I got you in trouble, Eddie. I got you in trouble. I put you out there. One last question before I get you guys out of here. You've been so gracious with your time.
Oh, thank you.
What do you hope people learn or take away from this film when they watch it? What do you hope they take away?
Well, from my viewpoint, I hope they enjoy the film, first of all, and that they see an authentic event that happens and they can relate to it. And then the second part of that is I hope it enlightens folks so much that we can do more of these, because we're actually a fledgling company here, but we're intent on trying to make a difference.
Yeah.
And so hopefully this will be a start.
Yeah. I mean, apart from the message that we really want to push out through the film, we also want to create connectivity. We want togetherness. Charlotte is fun. We want to share love, right? It's the universal language. So we really want people to come out, connect with us. Let's have conversation. It's a beautiful evening, red carpet, food, drinks, music, and movie. I mean, what else do you want? All right. So yeah, we're coming out. Everybody come. Let's connect and build this community with love and kindness. Yeah.
And then I'll just piggybacking off of that, I'll just say I think main theme is just remembering the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
You have to be able to take that away at the least.
Oh
And
man, you gonna drop that on payday?
Right.
Come on.
I know. It's a great day. It's a great day, but we can't get too attached to it. It's gotta go. It's gonna come back.
People looking at it like, man, I just got my paycheck, man. Wells Fargo sent me the notification.
Where you going?
Right.
But I do also want to say, like Tunde said again as well, just seeing the different sites and just areas that we filmed around Charlotte, recognizing the beauty that we have here in the city. Again, like I said, as a hometown kid, I always rep the city, no matter where I go. Again, it may have been different 15 years ago. It might have been tough to say, but at this point now, I think I want you to take away that beauty that Charlotte has and understand that, we have a great place that we call home. Just love it, nurture it, and let's continue to work together to just make more projects, support each other, and just continue to grow.
Man, Charlotte is a beautiful city, man. A beautiful city. I appreciate y'all, man, for what y'all doing. Don't be a stranger. Come back. You're welcome back anytime. Just let me know. Andy knows I respond back fast to email. I got back. Oh, man, don't want to miss it, man. This Saturday, March 21st, on the campus of UNC-Charlotte, Devil in a Sundress premiering. Man, you don't want to miss it. What tickets still available?
Yes. The doors open at 5.
Okay.
The reception starts at 6, and then the premiere at 7.
Okay.
In the McKnight Auditorium on UNCC's campus.
Oh, man, see, you got it right here. The ticket's still available, so no excuse to miss it. Man, again, thank you guys.
I think you can buy tickets online.
You can buy tickets
You can
on.
buy online, and also you can buy at the venue.
So no excuse.
That's
No excuse. All right. All right. We got Andy, Tunde, and Solomon here in studio. Thank you guys, man. Again, thank you. Let's head to break. We'll be back here in just 2 minutes here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus.